And now, of course, we have the boys. Ike! Holy shit.
I didn't sign up for this.
See, again, I'm of two minds. I'm of two minds. I didn't sign up for this. It both does and does not. Iconic? I think so too. I think so too, because it does so much. It does so much. I didn't sign up for this. And now here's the thing, because I have a little bit of behind-the-scenes knowledge. I have a little bit of behind-the-scenes knowledge about this line. Those who watch Ike know that he can be this, and he can be, I hate it here, and he can be, I didn't sign up for this. But for the most part, he's like, IKEY, KAWAII. He's very energetic, and he's very like, oh wow. And I remember, okay, I don't want to reveal something he's chosen not to reveal. Any Quildren, has he told his other debut lines that he didn't wind up going with? Has he told those to you guys? Iconic. Shut up, don't call me Miss Simp. We all know that. He has shown you. He has shown you. Okay, so I can talk about it too. Okay. The one I remember was, let's start a new chapter. And I love the difference between that and I didn't sign up for this. And I think it's funny because all of Ike's like default, all of his artwork and like, especially in the key visual, he's like, And so I think that when it came down to sort of deciding, I think staff were like, we think you should go with the one that makes you seem a little more annoyed. And truthfully, it does fit him quite well when he is like that. But it's always nice to know that there were others that went into this that were like, what was the one I just said? Let's pen a new chapter. He's a little bit of everything. And that's why we love him. I think it was Shu next.
Sorcerer? I hardly even know her.
I don't have to think. I don't even have to think about it. I don't even have to think about it. This is the best one. I think this is the best one because it is so Shu, and we have not let go of this joke ever since, and you know, it still doesn't feel old. The actual joke itself, the I hardly even know her, is so dated and so old hat and is so like local bar comedian core, but the way that he said it, the way that he delivered this line, and the way that it continued to be such an accurate representation of his sense of humor that has not changed remotely. This is the most accurate representation of who he is as a person. It's a corny joke that he says with so much honesty and like just genuinely loving the joke, and it has so much potential to be cringe, but he just goes straight through all of that, and it's great. I don't really think that he ever changed his mind. I really truly don't think that at any point he had another debut line in mind. I might be wrong. I haven't heard, but at least during the process we were sharing them with each other, he had this one from day one. From day one, he decided this one. So Shu is iconic. And now Luca.
It's showtime!
It's showtime! This is interesting. It's very simple, and I think I have a mixed perception of this one because we had this in favor of That's How Mafia Works. If he had said That's How Mafia Works, he would be up here. But unfortunately, he did have to say it's showtime. And there was another one that he got that would have been really cringe, which was like, deal a deck of cards, some shit like that. It's showtime. I think it's cringe but fun because yes, just saying it's showtime. Well, I don't know if I could say cringe but fun, and it is cringe, but I genuinely like it. Is that it did show off like his boundless energy from the first moment. when we heard that, it kind of gave the impression that, you know, it showed people how bombastic and expressive Luca could be, and so that keeps it out of cringe. It is fun, and when I hear it, I'm like, yeah. And now, how do I rank myself? I like this line a lot.
Well, speak of the devil.
You know something interesting. I had a number of different lines that were nothing like this. I actually didn't come up with this one. This was Ike's idea. When I was thinking about it, I had a number of much more serious sounding sentences, and I've shared some of them. You know, like some very sort of like genuine sort of demon cultish phrases. And I am very grateful to Ike for really sort of, you know, giving me something that's a little bit more memorable. Because those would have been like, good, but probably wouldn't have stuck in quite the same way. Now listen, me personally, every time I join a, I join a Discord call or something with people who don't ordinarily, like with JP, for example. Like, a lot of the time, whenever I have an interaction with someone from NIJISANJI JP, what they will say is, oh, Vox-san, well, speak of the devil, or whatever it is. And that's nice, you know, that that's sort of even through a language barrier, that they would remember me for that line. So I feel like it's memorable, but I don't want to put myself that high. So I feel like I'll just put it in it works. You know, it works. It showed off who I am, and I just don't want to be that guy who puts it in memorable. You know, I mean, it is yeah, we're putting you in memorable, but some people want to put me in cringe. Some people want to put me in cringe. You know, I gotta filter out the green names. No, you're members. You're biased. You're biased, and that's fine. You have good taste, but you are biased, and I have to be objective here. Okay, this is a tier list. This is important. Oh, now the green names are starting to say cringe. Right now, I will really stop listening. Iconic or memorable? No. It's not iconic. Okay, you know, I'll put. Okay, fine. All right. I'll put it in memorable. I'll put it in memorable. Okay. That I would never put myself on iconic. I don't have those kinds of balls.